Why is it, do you think, that when it comes to individual migrants, we still seem to divide the world into good and bad countries? I've noticed, for instance, that among the few asylum seekers being packed off to Rwanda tonight, assuming the plane takes off later on, is a Syrian refugee. A young man who refused to join the murderous Syrian army is now on hunger strike and has threatened to kill himself. Meanwhile, as 5 years on, we remember the horrific Grenfell fire, which killed 72 people in a London tower block containing more than its fair share of migrants, the first named victim was a Syrian refugee, Mohammed al-Hajid Ali. If you want to get on in this life, my advice is don't get yourself born in Syria. I understand, of course, why we feel a special sympathy for Ukrainian refugees right now, but let's not forget that the Russian tactics used to demolish cities and murder civilians were tried out first, not in Ukraine, but in Syria. Anyway, the first reports were that the flight is likely to set off from RAF Boscombe near Salisbury. On that flight, I'm told there will be 2 married men, one with a son in Carlisle. 2 others have families in the UK. 5 are victims of trafficking or torture, and 1 has PTSD, which will make the flight particularly traumatic for him. The government is aware of all of this. Another likely deportee, this time from Iran, told reporters he didn't understand why I would be relocated to Rwanda when Ukrainians are welcomed, given a better life, shelter, and everything they need. Regardless of origin, he said, we are all human beings. He is also, by the way, threatening to kill himself. I am not going to go on a rant tonight. I understand that this policy is all about getting people worked up, trying to get us to choose sides. Goody countries, baddie countries. Pick a side, everyone. Prince Charles and the dripping wet archbishops, or Boris and the plain people of England who think no one ever listens to them. Tonight, Boris Johnson has hinted that Britain will pull out of the European Convention of Human Rights to stop appeals against the deportations. Apparently, the clever people in government call this wedge politics. I can think of a different name.